person who is joining us from England, Mr. Waleed Khalid. Is he available?
How are you doing?
I am fine. I'm fine. Waleed is one of the founding directors of First Choice Safety Training Limited, and he has a number of business interests in the health and social sector. Prior to this, as a qualified training specialist, he occupied roles up to senior trainer, consultant, in private sector organizations. Through his work experience on professional levels as a training officer and food consultant, he gained skills in food safety, hygiene management, and risk management. So Waleed currently oversee the quality of FCST, maintaining the integrity and culture of the content, along with providing training. In doing all what we have to offer here, there's no doubt that he has been assisted by, of course, teams and other people who have been working with him. So we are asking to Waleed to come and join us. Waleed, you have about like five. Yes, you have about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 minutes, if you don't mind, kindly,
That's fine.
because we're running short on time, and you're going to be talking about first choice and what is and you're representing first choice training. So all over to
Yes.
you, sir.
Okay, so
Thank you.
can you, just before I start, can you see my screen? I've already shared
Yes,
it.
we can see your screen.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'll just run through the presentation. So first of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, sir. I must say, I'm not going to say more like I'm impressed, but I'm very proud for Hybrid Institute to arrange such a big event. I was actually looking that when it will happen something in Pakistan where someone could organize such a thing. So it's really, really absolutely pleasure and honor to be on this platform. So straight away, I will, basically gone through the presentation. So again, you've already introduced me and the company, so I will not really go into much detail of it. But just to quickly that we are basically face-to-face on-site and online training providers. We have multiple courses, up to like 70 to 80 courses, and our clients are basically from all sorts of sectors, from healthcare to childcare to education to university, charitable organizations, and I mean, to name it, there are loads and loads. Now, when I've heard Dr. Servat, I've heard Dr. Fernando before, I've heard a couple of people. So yes, there's a lot of work to be done. So I'll quickly go through the benefits, what I feel of online education, especially living in the West, which I believe are far more ahead of us. When I say us, I mean ahead of Pakistan when it comes to online education, distance learning programs, and short courses. So what I see is what are the more benefits which we can learn from it is number one is cost effective. Just like doing any sort of on-site courses. If I take an example of level 1 food safety, so someone would be paying something like 7,000 to 8,000 rupees just to attend half a day or 1 day event, whereas same thing then that could be achieved through online education for half of cost or even quarter of it. Similarly, it's time effective. So again, it's you have your own time, you can space it out, you can learn in your own time. There's no limitations in that sense, where and when you can just log in and learn through this education. Of course, it's user friendly. So yes, any device, very easy and effective learning in the sense as well, because you can learn in patches. Whereas in classroom setting, you have that 1 day where you could have personal issues, where you could have different circumstances. You might not be able to learn it in that one particular day. Assignments which are basically being dragged on time to time. Whereas here in online education, it is something which you can divide into patches. So maybe you want to spend an hour or half an hour on the weekend. So yes, it's definitely worthwhile. Worldwide acceptance. Well, as far as the courses are approved, so if your courses are internationally accredited, internationally approved, then there's a worldwide market of it, worldwide acceptance of it. You can achieve more in less time. You can always come back to verify things by logging in back into your system through online education. It's very easy progress monitoring and very easy tracking for teachers who can give some sort of assignments online education, so they can track it quite easily depending on the type of the system and the model we have. And most importantly, what I've realized that unfortunately and sadly, one of the very shortage is the skill set in Pakistan. I mean, a lot of us who will do bachelor's, masters, but when you talk about short skill set like leadership skills, management skills, time management skills, project management skills, so you'll see there is absolutely we are very weak on that side, and the only way to achieve that is through online education. And I believe short courses. The world is changing. There is no need to do any more long courses, long assignments, long descriptive, academic, orthodox, old setting. There's no need, there's no demand, there's no production in it anymore. So I believe the most important thing, we have to shift towards short formats, short courses, along with our degrees, of course, but short courses is something which gives that skill set. So when people go into the job market, then they have multiple skills rather than just one degree, which really basically gets them to the door. But to get inside the door, they always lag because there is no such short certification they have. So I think there's a big market and there's a big work to be done on it. Challenges, I think a lot of previous speakers have summed up a lot of challenges. And one challenge, again, in short form, in online courses, people always come to us when we basically try to sell our courses. They say, well, there's a lot of free material available on YouTube. So what's the difference? What is your USP? So, well, the answer to very simple answer is that, well, YouTube information, we are not sure if it's verified, we are not sure if it's approved, and we are not even sure if it's truth. And secondly, most important, YouTube is not something which gives you a certification, which is internationally accepted or recognized. Adaptability struggles, technical issues like we can already see in this webinar as well. Computer literacy, which is probably more problematic in older generation. Time management, self-motivation. Online education requires huge self-motivation, huge self-direction, and huge self-discipline. And that is, again, something which people have to work on it, that how they can discipline it when it comes to assigning and designating themselves for certain sorts of slots when it comes to do this online education. Now, I'll just basically quickly, I know we are really short on time, so I won't take long, maybe 1-2 minutes, that why our training model, what we think is good. One of the things which our training model has, that all of our courses are UK approved. They're accredited by various UK awarding bodies. So they're internationally, globally accepted. As a minimum, all the courses offers CPD, which is again university and globally accepted. Virtual learning, progress tracking, our system, our software basically allows that live tracking, live progress, that who signed in, what date, what time they have signed in, and how much of the module they have recovered. So there is no kind of proxy, there's no excuses, there's no cheating in that sense. The system is well controlled in that sense. Aesthetic appeal and better communication, because we use live models. So it's not basically an audio-based system. Our system is more about video characters who basically talk. So it's not like animated, it's purely video characters who talk, who teach, and who answer the questions on a live sessions, as well as while you're doing the pre-recorded settings. So in that note, I'll just basically encourage everybody the presentation.
All right, Waleed, how are you? Thank you very much. Thank you very. I'm sorry we just gave you little.
That's fine.
So few of our panelists got delayed a little bit.
That's fine. Are you just saying that this is it? My time is over. Hello, Alice. I can't hear you, Alice. Yeah, go on. What were you saying?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Say it up. Yes, go on.
Say it up. आगे में थोड़ा सा accelerator पे पैर चुको.
Yes, I can hear you. Well, now I cannot hear you. Yes, Elisa. So I could not hear you. What were you saying?
I said, could you just wrap it up? Let's just.
Oh yeah. I'm on the last slide. Anyways.
Good. Go ahead.
So I just basically encourage people, whoever can see this or later on their own time, just go to this link, the second link, which shows you all the courses we have, which will look something like this. And then you can literally just basically see all the courses we have. And then you can just basically click next button to see the demo, what our model looks like. And the last thing also at the bottom of it here, you can see there's a click link again for free trial registration. Again, when you go, it will look something like this, where you can just basically register yourself for free of cost, no cost at all. And what will that do is it will enable you, it will allow you to see our model, to see the courses, to see the quality of it, to see the video quality of it, and more importantly, the contents of the modules. And then if you feel you're interested, it's all online, it's all digital, and then you can just basically take it from there. So that's it, sir. Yes, I will say thank you very much once again, Said Saab, Ali Saab, for giving me this opportunity. It's absolutely amazing. So
no. Waleed, I was just told that I jumped in at the last minute, but again, as you can understand, the time constraints are there. So I hope you don't mind.